You can just have the nail removed and then use the product, so a new healthy nail. So we'll see how much of this one is detached.
I said, I feel like I'm gonna fall off. I said, I'll keep the skates.
Yeah. So we'll be doing some optical illusion work today, flattening that out of what's built up underneath here.
Does it have anything to do with like how you walk in the shoe too? Because I know that it seems more like in, I don't know what the word I'm looking for in this foot. Like the big toe is worse on the left side than it is.
Well, it depends. I mean, if that one got tall fast and then started hitting the shoe, just the damage from the constant banging, it makes the matrix start making the toenail grow thicker to protect the area, because it's starting to think that it's being damaged.
Okay.
But thinning it out like that, it won't hit your shoe anymore, so that's good. And then the product will be able to start working to help new healthy nail grow.
I'm excited for that.
This one will get better a lot faster because it hasn't gone all the way down to the base.
Okay.
And it hasn't gotten that super, super dark color. That takes a little bit longer. But if you're diligent, it will work. Your other option, though, is you could have a podiatrist remove that entire toenail. Don't tell them, like, they'll say that they want to use the acid to burn the matrix so it stops growing, but you don't have to do that.
Okay.
You can just have the nail removed and then use the product so a new healthy nail grows in.
Okay.
So we'll see how much of this one is detached.
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed with the left toe, is without all that stuff under it, it was lifting.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure that it was gonna break.
Yeah, sometimes people don't realize that their nail detached because there's so much stuff compacted underneath the nail in that space that it seems like it's all one solid piece.
Yeah, I was just waiting for it the day that I like, because I'm clumsy. I run into everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna run into this corner one day and there goes the toenail.
How many kids do you have?
2.
Boys or girls?
Both girls.
And how old are they?
13 and 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the second one, oops. I love her though.
Of course. Well, you probably have a really good helper. with the 13-year-old too.
Yeah, she tries to be mini mom.
Yep.
She has so much attitude.
Well, that's because she's 13.
My mom tells me every other day, she's like, I told you, it's gonna come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Children turn into teenagers and they all of a sudden think that their parents don't have one bit of educated bone in their body. You know nothing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Hilarious as much as she does. Like, she'll call herself muttering under her breath, thinking that I don't hear. I said, I used to do it too. She's like, what are you talking about? Did what? I said, I hear you over there muttering. I said, oh, and before you do the eye roll, I did that too.
Yeah.
She definitely thinks she knows everything. It scares me the way that they're growing up in the world now compared to my childhood and then my parents' childhood.
Yep. We need to bring back wholesome hopscotch and jump rope, bicycle races, rollerblading, roller skates, tire swings. Should I go on?
I miss all that. I got on the bike for the first time in years. I told her, I said, oh no, you can have this. I said, I feel like I'm gonna fall off. I said, I'll keep the skates.
Yeah.
Skates were definitely a routine every Friday and Saturday. That's where I spent. It's actually where I met her dad.
Really?
It's a skate center.
We just told the boys a skate story about when Bruce and I went and somebody who was really good at skating was showing off and going backwards and doing all this crazy stuff. And he came up behind Bruce and it was like a head-on collision. And the guy behind us was skating backwards. And he ran into the back of Bruce and just knocked him out. I mean, he went flying.
Oh, wow.
He was hurt. He was mad. Had he not had to crawl off the floor on the side to not get run over some more, he probably would have gotten up and had a few words with that man, but he was too injured. And he would not ever go back again.
Especially being hit from behind from someone going backwards and as fast as they go. Oh, well, I'll take my hair down.
Oh.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
I hit that curve.
Oh.
Took it like a champ, though.
Oh my goodness.
And as many times as I've seen people actually get hurt, I don't know how they got back out there, because I was always in pain afterwards. I'm like, oh, you're really going back out there?
Yeah.
And then they would still come, even if they're like in a cast. They would still come just so they could see it and be a part of it. And I was like, you're better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Were you still steady during the pandemic? I know you had to shut down for a while, but...
Yeah, we were shut down for 3 months, but as soon as we opened back up, my schedule, I always have standing appointments. So my life picked right back up where it left off.
So in a way it was good, but then it's like, oh wait, I'm tired.
Yeah. And I got, during that 3 months is when I finished my online course.
Mm-hmm.
I had been working on it for a year.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, after working an 11-hour day and then going home and, you know, writing content and outlining and filming and editing, and it took a long time. So during those 3 months, I was able to accomplish a lot.
I'm happy for you. That's good then.
Thank you.
Does hubby still enjoy getting his?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I love seeing that. I think it's on this toe. I've tried everything that's on the bottom for my big toe to get rid of whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't go anywhere. It's gotten flatter than what it was.
Yeah.
But it just won't go anywhere.
Well, we'll see what the nail mycosis does. And, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. The only crazy thing, you know how it was kind of like ripply?
Mm-hmm.
So if that ripple doesn't go away from the base, I'll have you go have part of it tested and make sure that you don't have like, there's different kinds of warts.
Mm-hmm.
And one is like a seed wart.
Okay.
And it can get way down low and underneath and embedded in your nail, but it might just be nail fungus.
Okay.
So you'll have to on to get your nails done.
Yeah, every now and then. I will say also after getting the ingrown toenails removed, I had made the mistake of going to a nail salon that was like what I like to call hood.
Okay.
And I should have known better because it wasn't anybody in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I just need to real quick go in and out. And it was like after that, it got worse than what it was initially from having the surgery.
Okay. Yeah, so somewhere along the way you picked up a little nail fungus, and that's when it started growing crazy town.
And I've tried to find the right, other than the girl that I was telling you about, I can't find anybody else that's willing to take the extra steps.
Right. No one's doing anything about the symmetry of the nail or the top of it, the thickness. So we'll be doing some optical illusion work today, flattening that out. We'll see some color changes.
Okay.
We'll probably see some orange stuff right down in here. That's some scar tissue probably. But once we get rid of what's built up underneath here, then your toenail will be able to start flattening out.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's what we gotta work on.
Shoes and I can actually wear my shoes.
It's a vicious circle when it starts because the higher it gets, it hits your shoe, and then the damage makes your matrix create thickness.
Okay.
So it's just like this vicious cycle. But we're gonna get ahead of it. And it's gonna feel good, and it's gonna look good.
Now I can actually wear sandals again. I mean, I wear them, but I'm one of those, I only wear it if I'm gonna be quick and nobody can really see my feet.
No one's gonna be staring at them.
My oldest got a kick out of me watching this video. She's like, what are you watching, Mom? I said, Miss Lori, she's fixing people up with their feet. She said, why does it look like, I was like, I'm good with it. She's like, you're about to be eating. I was like, so? It's feet.
It's just nails.
She said that was so upset. She kept trying to tell me it was going. She's like, it's kind of big and it's...
The girl that you went to said that? Oh no.
Because I kept asking her about using the drill.
No. There's our culprit. See this really orange stuff?
And that's the buildup, right? Or
That's the actual, when you see me start trimming the nail, it's going to be real spongy. Even though the top surface of the nail, the keratin, was hard, when you get this fungus in your nail plate that is usually caused from an athlete foot fungus, it eats away at the nail and it makes it squishy and hard, but it creates this buildup. You'll understand when I start. So that's what we have to get to take a hike.
okay.
It needs to go away. And I'll have you get a product to take home with you today, and you'll put it on every morning and every night, just one drop, and it'll penetrate into the toenail, and it stops the fungus from multiplying, and it stops it from invading any new healthy nail that starts to grow.
Okay.
And then as it grows, you'll just cut off the yucky part.
Cool.
And you'll be able to clean out. See this, how it's real soft. All that needs to go away. Because as long as that's under there, it's going to be able to keep multiplying.
So the stuff that, like, you know, the foot doctors, when you go and they give you what they call, quote unquote, fungus medication, does that actually help at all? Because I took it and clearly...
Well, it depends on what they give you, how long you take it. Yeah, I haven't ever had anybody tell me that it worked.
Okay.
But they also don't tell me what the name of it exactly was and all of that. So
I know it was horrible. It tasted like metal.
really?
I've even tried the over-the-counter nail fungus stuff.
Yeah, we'll thin that out a little bit more. See how spongy that is? And when the nail is so thick, none of that topical product that you put on can even get to the root of the problem. Because it can't soak through all of that thickness. And it always looks different once you get those top hard layers of keratin off, because that's when it starts changing colors. And you can see, oh, there is something under there.
I'm loving it already. I can feel it flattening out.
Yeah, that flaky part's got to go away. Might start to feel weird because it's going to get close to your nail bed.
with your online schooling, have you had any people from the Nashville area reach out?
Remind me to look at my spreadsheet before we leave, and I'll
Okay.
see if there's anybody in Tennessee or tell you the closest state.
Not saying that I'll actually go in because I don't. My mom is actually from here.
Is she?
Well, Detroit.
Okay. So you're gonna go visit some family members while you're here?
No, I only have one aunt that's left here in Michigan, and the rest of them migrated to Jersey.
Okay.
It's interesting with the weather.
Oh yeah?
All 4 seasons in one day.
Really?
Yeah. And like last week we had, it was like 80-degree weather. And all of a sudden it got real cold again. I was like, okay.
Weird.
And the day before that we got like, I think it was 6 inches of snow.
Oh my.
We had a hot day and then all of a sudden freezing cold and we wake up to snow. My kids pick with me. They're like, that's how we know you're getting messages and stuff in your songs.
That's funny. So how many times had you been to a doctor for these toes besides the ingrown toenail procedure?
Before the procedure, I think I went 3 or 4 times.
And did it have the nail fungus in it at that time?
No.
Okay.
This was after I got the procedure done. I'd say probably within 2 months is when I started to notice a change in color.
Oh wow.
And then I was like, oh, well, I'll just go get my feet done. Yeah, I messed up.
Alright, we're gonna let that soak some more. But let's file the bottoms of your feet. Straighten that all the way out. I made a smiley face.
I was looking. I thought it was just me. I love it. That's awesome.
I wasn't trying to do it. It just happened. I'm like, that's funny.
Now, and that's the mycosis? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I can straighten all the way out.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one to be pretty again.
Mm-hmm. So how many years has it been like that?
Probably 6 out of the 11 years I was with him.
Wow. And isn't it crazy how none of your other toenails have it?
Right. He used to pick with me and be like, oh no, that's just because how evil you get. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, you some days you have your I'm like, okay. And he's went to plenty of the appointments that I had after to see if it could be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually, like I said, he was the one that pushed me to go get it looked at because I kept complaining about him.
Right. Do you have one of these?
No.
So when you get out of the shower and your nail is soggy, you can just relax your foot there. You can take this and try to pull out any of the soft stuff, because the nail mycosis, when you use it every single day, it'll make this stuff soft, and you'll be able to pull it out. Does it feel weird?
Yes. For a while there, I was using tweezers to get underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Like once I got out of the shower.
That whole area I'm going to trim off a little bit more. Does it feel okay?
Mm-hmm. I actually don't feel that.
Oh, good. Just don't dig, just lightly scrape,
Okay.
because I know it looks like little striations of stuff, but it's still kind of part of your nail bed,
Okay.
and you can make yourself leak. You don't want to do that.
So where it grows back,
Mm-hmm.
like in here, is that the scar tissue you were talking about? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've clipped that. Like, I thought it was, you know, the nail because it has grown out.
Yep.
But I don't know. It felt funny to me, so I clipped it, and then it'll grow right back.
Yep. This is just a little bit calloused right here. When they did your ingrown toenail, did they use the acid in that corner?
I have no idea. I know that a huge needle went into the side of my foot to numb it.
Eek.
And he's like, "You're gonna feel," he stuck me. I was like, "Yeah, no warning, okay." I think the ingrown toenail needle was worse than childbirth.
Oh gosh, that just makes your skin crawl.
I mean, I've had people that, "Oh, I've kind of got ingrown done and it didn't bother me." You a lie.
Yeah.
Like, were you there for that, or were you?
Right. So are you feeling good about your toe?
Yes, and like I said, it looks so much better. I think I'm gonna just schedule a three-month visit with you anyway. Just
Oh, great. That'd be great.
I don't know that I'll drive again trying to figure out this whole roundabout.